I think it's 1:27. I'm recording. We should probably... Is it possible for us to do Mr. Jensen first? Yes, technically. No sign of him. I guess it's chilling here.
Hey!
Hello.
What are you guys giggling about? What is this?
All right, gentlemen. I want full disclosure. What is this?
All right. Okay. Hold on 1 second. So, you gonna man the camera?
I'm giving you 15 seconds to spew it out here.
You got your good
There
side.
we go.
This is my good side, just so you know.
All right. Well, hello, Mr. Jensen.
How you doing?
Good. How's it going, Mr. Master?
Alright, so here's the interview, here's the prompt. We would like for you to recount the entire history
Of human civilization.
using as many details from your class as possible.
From whatever you view as the beginning up to today.
You can use your chalkboard and any maps you want to prepare.
You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And you have like 30 seconds to a minute to prepare.
The entire scope of human history.
The entirety of it.
You said I could refuse. I'm going to refuse this.
Are you sure?
What is it that I have to do?
Okay, let me just get this straight. Alright, so I am going to give the entire history of mankind.
Can I read that, please?
Globe. I'll work. Globe. I'm gonna set a timer.
Are you guys serious? What did you?
Yeah.
What kind of answers are you getting on these?
We're getting the 5-minute story of all of human history from every history teacher. We're going to splice it together into one fluid telling of history.
And is this for Film Fest?
Yes.
Oh, God. All right.
See, this is going to be controversial, isn't it?
No, it won't.
Are you ready to begin?
I am ready to begin. Just.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you ready?
No! Okay.
Okay, I'm ready to start.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
We want human history, not U.S. history.
Well, I'll let everybody else deal with, everything that happened before the United States because, really, let's be honest, the United States is what matters most.
That's rather ethnocentric.
It is.
The story begins in a way that shall be described by Hendrik von Loon in his award-winning book, The Story of Mankind, published in 1923. In the beginning, the planet upon which we live was, as far as we know now, a large ball of flaming matter.
Alright, well, to the best of my knowledge, the history of the world, as yet undisputed, seems to have resided in the continent of Africa.
So, we all started out down here somewhere in the Great Rift Valley. We escaped, wandered, came up through, and then through agricultural means, and spreading of that, the cities along with it.
Alright, so welcome to World History per This Blood. So, it all started back in Mesopotamia.
The entirety of human history can be summed up in one phrase. The economic problem.
So, I think world started world history started the day I was born.
Alright, this is a public school, so I guess I can talk about evolution. So the theory says that basically humans have been around for 170,000 years. They evolved from other organisms. 170,000 years.
We know that there were significant early civilizations here in South Asia, what is now India, and here in China. Alright.
As human population was growing in places such as Mesopotamia.
Tigris and Euphrates is where it all began, and the first civilization of the Sumerians. Oh, that right.
With the growing population, the need was becoming unlimited, but the resources could not keep pace.
The humans began to sit down and create civilization. They began writing. They created trading cities. They used currency. And from that point on, your empires built.
Then we have the great empires. Those empires, Egypt, China with the Han.
The Syrians, the Lydians, the Chaldeans.
The Babylonians, the Akkadians, the Hebrews, the Hindu Empire.
They start bringing the world together, and then you get into that story of globalization that are really a focus for many of the courses that we have here at the high school.
And we are pretty confident that there was some significant early civilization here over in the so-called New World.
I'm one of 7 children, and I was abused by my other 6 brothers and sisters. They would sit on me, they'd loogie on me,
Okay, they tickled me. While the other one's pulling my leg, I'd wet my pants. I mean, it was out of control.
Obviously, as all kingdoms do, they come and they go, and usually by force.
Once Rome collapses, you get the beginning of the Dark Ages, although that some of the Asian empires continue for many years, expanding and progressing.
But we have to be very careful here because there were clearly civilizations from other parts of the world that in their place and in their time were as dominant, if not more dominant, and yet as Europeans
we get that European-dominated story, which is really hard to break out of, even though we have courses like EP World History that really try to. That dominating story gets us into the 14 and 1500s.
So I have a variety of injuries from them. One is my arm right here.
From there, we move on to the Middle Ages. From the Middle Ages, we have knights, and we have castles, and we have horses, and we have feudalism. From there, let's move to the Protestant Reformation.
I was running over the fence, climbing over this 8-foot cyclone fence, and I got hung up on the fence. Bar went right through my arm. That's their fault.
The emergence of the United States obviously is dated to the 18th century when it's going to become a major power.
Long story short, we defeated the British at Yorktown. That's right, Woodcock.
What had been dead gave birth to life.
The birth of America, the birth of Latin American countries, the French Revolution, the revolutions of Europe, which then brings the Industrial Revolution.
We get up into the 1850s where basically every issue in the United States turns into something about slavery. So we end up fighting the Civil War.
But nonetheless, I think dominance of the world really is controlled by Europe and its ability to colonize virtually anywhere it wished.
Throughout the centuries, wars of conquest have been ongoing.
I'm like a tank. I just keep going.
And then you get to your years, your century of wars, World War I, the growth of nationalism.
And that position is going to remain in place until the beginning of World War II.
Then we move to the Cold War, where everyone was going to blow up the planet.
Then we entered into the Cold War against the only other superpower in the world, which was the Soviet Union. So we have all kinds of interesting events. We have the Korean War, we have Sputnik.
We are a more global village, very Western dominated, very US dominated, especially as the outcome of the Cold War. And those perspectives challenge where we are today.
The United States now, the single great superpower of the world, and still trying to figure out exactly how it wants to take advantage of this immense power that it truly has. And there ends the lecture.
I'm not sure where we're supposed to go from there. So I think I'm done.
So, once again, the economic problem is one way of explaining the course of human history.
We fast forward to, about 2 weeks ago. We find that President Obama is still our president. We find that we have a lot of snow and that we're here in Cheltenham Township, and here I am filming this film. That is all. Take care.
And now we have Barack Obama, the first African-American president of the United States, and people don't seem to like him anymore. And now it's today, another snow day. Another day after snow day. Thank you very much.
And we have the whole 9/11 thing. That's not good. And that pretty much. Oh, we went to Obama in 2008. That's pretty much it.
All right. Thank you.
So history is going to continue on indefinitely. We're a long ways from the Holocaust. We're a long ways from Armageddon. So enjoy life. It's fun. Okay. Take care.
Thank you. That was perfect.
Rambling, disconnect. Okay,
now. What was that?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Was that kind of what you were looking for?
That is exactly what we were looking for. Wow.
Oh, yeah, wow, like wow.
What are you getting from the other people? Walking with this camera, David is here. Walking with this camera. Universal pass.